loves, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and this video is about an influencer that I watch a lot on here called Too Much Mouth. She does very great reviews on foundations, concealers, lipsticks, and she's dark skinned like myself, so I like to get her input on new products before I buy them. So recently she did a video with a foundation from Pure Cosmetics that is supposed to have 100 shades, and you're supposed to be able to match your shade no matter who you are. Now, because of her review, she ended up getting a lot of hate. She got a lot of negative backlash, and a lot of people were saying that nothing is good enough. They were talking about how black people always say we want to be included and we want these inclusive brands as far as cosmetics, but we complain too much.
Oh, you should be appreciative that they even thought of making foundation shades for people with your skin tone because all these other brands don't. Like, if I still have any of the comments, I'll have them pop up somewhere on the screen. But it's just like all these comments about how you know, I'm ripping them apart and these brands can never do anything right and no one can ever be happy. And sometimes you really just have to sit there and think, like, did I watch the same video? Did you watch the same video that I know that I uploaded? Because what are we talking about?
She furthermore talked about comments that she's been getting since she's been doing YouTube.
When the internet makes it kind of hard to forget that you're a dark-skinned black woman, you're going to be talking about race quite a bit. Okay, I've been called the N-word. I've been called a tar baby, a monkey, gorilla, you know, like actual comments about how dark my skin is, comparing it to being burnt and charcoal and cement, all that stuff on videos of like lip swatches, you know, makeup tutorial looks, like things that have nothing to do with my race, but my race is brought into it.
Now, if people really watched the review and didn't just comment based off of her knowing that it was not the right shade for her, then people would know that all she said was the match finder did not work. And she's not the only person that said that. A lot of other people said that.
What I do like that brands are doing now is that they're including a shade finder, kind of similar to the one on Sephora, where you can input a shade that you already know is a match to yourself, and then they'll tell you, you know, based on what you put in, what shade is the best shade for you to go for. Well, I mean, at least they have darker shades, right? Once again, trying to find the bright side here. There's two darker shades after this one, so you know, maybe Pure did come in with these shades there on the darker end of the spectrum. But this is what the foundation looks like on my face. Just foundation. This ain't my shade, and I don't know how to figure out my shade. I did go look on Ulta's website. This foundation is available there, but the Ulta website only had 40 foundations, and you guys know this is a foundation that comes in 100 shades, and out of the 40 shades on Ulta's website, they're not all available in stores.
So I did go and look at other reviews of this cosmetic line with other black women, and she wasn't the only one that had a trouble with the shade matcher. Now, I do want to point this out. People that purchased the product themselves had more of an issue than people that got it in PR. So for instance, like Jackie or other content creators that get PR, they did not necessarily have that issue because they had more foundations than just one or two.
Okay, so it looks more like it's more of a neutral shade. I don't know. Yeah, this one's a little too deep, so we're gonna go with this one. So what I can say right now is that the coverage is bomb.
Now, she was another YouTuber that purchased this item on her own, and she was just basically saying the product is amazing. It was just the shade matcher.
Before the tool that they have on their website, I personally don't feel like it was pretty accurate. I don't know if there's other videos out there that people have used the foundation and the Find Your Match tool was very helpful and gave them the exact match, but me, it was a little off. But I do love it. It's a product that I will be repurchasing, so I highly recommend it to absolutely everybody.
I also went to the company's Instagram page, and other people pointed out that the shade finder just did not work for them. This is a young lady. She said, I used the shade finder and it matched me to an ivory shade. I know I'm not the only one who has this issue. I probably won't be taking my chances to purchase the shade online. I was really looking forward to this foundation. Then another young lady said that your shade matcher needs a lot of work. It matched me to an LN. I have never been light in any foundation brand, and the foundation I was matching to was on the darker end of tan. Super disappointed. Another person said that just watched Jackiana's video review on this foundation. I was super excited to purchase it and give it a try. However, I went to your website to find my shade based on other foundations I wear, and the shade finder doesn't work. I select foundation brands that I wear. Another young lady pointed out why Ulta only carries 28 shades and the shade finder isn't working right now. If you put in multiple options, it gives you different answers. And another young lady said, I tried to find my color match, but it tells me it doesn't exist. I wear the light tan in your 4-in-1 mineral pressed foundation. What would I be in this one? So I just want people to know that this is not just a black girl thing. Everyone is having an issue with this shade finder thing, and the fact that she's getting so many negative comments because she is being herself and she's doing a real review makes no sense to me. Not once in the video did she ever say that the foundation was bad. She said that she was happy that they had 100 shades. They even had shades darker than her skin tone, so she was happy about that. Her only issue was the shade finder.
That shade finder thing can work. Like, it will match you to exact shades. It's just that one on Pure's website was just not the business there. So that's pretty much it.
I also wanted to point out another comment that was left on her video, and basically the question that was asked, so do black people actually want to be inclusive? Do we want inclusivity? And this was her reply to that. If that diversity isn't genuine, it most certainly is just for show and only done because black people are actively making sure they're seen and heard right now. If brands are photoshopping their advertising to make models or their products darker instead of actually hiring black people or making products that actually work for them, coming out with 60 foundations and the undertones are all off, or they just released a big line once and go back to the same 15 shades for the next one, or don't bother making their other complexion products just as diverse, how is that genuine inclusivity? Pandering is a thing, and these brands have provided more than enough instances that black people have every right to be suspicious that they don't care at all. And it's only done because they've seen how it worked for other brands and fear being canceled. Plenty of brands besides Fenty are praised for being diverse, like Estee Lauder, Lancome, and etc. Fendi gets a lot of love because they were the most recent brand that came out with inclusivity, being a priority from the jump, and kept it consistent. And even when people felt they were caught slipping with their bronzers, they got pushed back from consumers. Because of her review and because of the company that Pure Cosmetics is, they decided to reach out to her via DM, and they wanted to send her the products just to review it and just to get a better perspective of it. Also, the other black ladies that had issues with their product, they were also reached back by Pure Cosmetics, and Pure Cosmetics offered them a refund and to work on their match system.
I opened the DM and they were like, hey, we saw your video and we appreciate the feedback that you gave. You know, we're sorry that it didn't work out for you when you were picking out your shade, but thanks to, you know, the stuff that you said in your video and letting us know that the shade finder did not work, and other people letting them know that the shade finder did not work, that they have their, you know, tech people on it to fix the shade finder so that you actually find your shade when you use it. So to the people who were upset, okay, thank you.
The reason why I wanted it to do this video is because I wanted to make it clear that it is nothing wrong with saying your opinion and telling it like it is and telling your true thoughts about something, especially if you have plans on being a blogger or a beauty influencer. I believe that Too Much Mouth, she has a great channel along with all the other ladies that were included in this. Just because we are black women and just because we want to preach about diversity and inclusion does not mean we're just going to shut up because y'all made a couple of shades for us. No, that's not how it's going to work. If brands really want to be inclusive and they really want to have this diversity, then they should have it all the way around. Not only with the foundation matches and with foundation shades, for our skin tones, but also in stores. There's a lot of brands that have foundation lines, but you can only get the light to medium in stores. And that was another issue that people were making sure that if it's inclusive, we need to be on shelves too. It's not fair that we always have to go online to purchase our items.
I genuinely like the foundation. I definitely go ahead and give it a try. I think the only thing that I might have had an issue with is only some of the shades are in stores. I'm hoping we're not having another drugstore situation where they only put the lighter side of the spectrum in the stores and put the deeper side of the spectrum online.
And I feel the exact same way. We have to be honest here. There are a lot of Black owned businesses that are coming up as far as cosmetic brands, but a lot of them do not have foundation. And then a lot of people are just makeup lovers. I have tons of foundation, probably over 100 foundations. So that's something that I like to buy. And when I go to the store, I will want to see my foundation. When I go there, I will want to be matched correctly as well. Do you feel that now that companies are making deeper, darker shades for Black women, do you think that we are not allowed to voice our opinions about the foundation because we have a shade now? Y'all drop it down below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.